guys. Next one is a secondhand deck that I got from Shauna Ray. She had posted a video where she was divesting herself of some decks because she had felt she had too many, and that's her issue. You can watch her video and see where she talks about that. It's for her to talk about. Anyway, Superlunaris. I've been going back and forth on getting this for a long time. I have Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, and every time I see this, I feel like would it bump Tarot of the Cosmic Seed from its place? So this just has keywords on it. Is there one online? Is your guidebook online? Is there something more than this, or is this it? If you know, let me know. And I am going to do a side-by-side unfair deck comparison right now in this unboxing video because I want to know if this is different enough. So there's Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. And then we're going to zoom in. Okay, well, we're just going to have to deal with weird lighting. Apologize, I'm going to have to figure out my lighting situation better. So let's look at the backs. They're both blue on the back. I have a feeling these have very similar cardstock. And Tarot of the Cosmic Seed comes with a little guidebook with not a whole lot more in it than keywords. So, it's gilded in blue. Cosmic Seed is. And this is gilded in pink. And flip that over. I think I need to put Cosmic Seed in order. So you have a male fool and a female fool, and they're very similar. I mean, it's the Fool card, right? Cardstock. They feel exactly the same. These are exactly the same. I wonder if they had them printed at exactly the same place. And the quality of the gilding is the same. Yep. I really do like her as a magician. She may be one of the cards that definitely sold me on this deck. She reminds me a lot of someone I follow on Instagram, a creator. I'll put her information up. You can see if you agree. And the High Priestess. Also, I like that this High Priestess is older like this. I mean, I love this card too. I like her. She's older. I like them both. And this Empress card is really pretty. It's a pregnant Empress, but it's a real person. So that's cool. And the Sacred Feminine. Just always like that. And the Emperor. It's interesting. It's very kind of androgynous person, isn't it? Looks like, so that's cool. And the Hierophant. They both have the kind of the same quality of that green, don't they? And the Lovers. So I think this is the pattern, like on the bag and other paraphernalia that you can get on the Superlunaris site. Interesting that these are both, not human figures. It's human hands, but it's not. And then the Chariot. Both very blue skies in the Chariot. One's night and one appears more early evening. You can still see that crescent moon there. It's very interesting. Very modern. Strength. So I'll look at this a little close. Yeah, nice. like both those. They both got a lot of purple in them. And the Hermit. And I like both of these a lot. This is one of my favorite Hermits ever, I think. And I really like this one too. And the Wheel, interesting. It's similar with the hands. This one has a lot more of the expected symbology. And this one's more like an Aztec calendar or something, isn't it? Very cool. Yeah, I do not think that Superlunaris is in any way going to replace Cosmic Seed. In fact, I feel these are incredibly complementary decks, if anything. Again, a lot of the same colors, right? Huh. Very cool, both of these. I think she's in a kitchen somewhere, but with this light. That's cool. And Death. They both really speak a lot to rebirth, don't they? Temperance. She is very feminine, and this is a little bit more androgynous. Devil. Really like both of those too. I think I'm going to end up using these decks together. I don't often use tarot with tarot. This feels like when I did my comparison of Unfolding Path and Lightseers, where they felt like they were, you know, my Brady Bunch deck. I'm not sure what this is, but you know, look at all that purple and blue in these. And pink. She is beautiful. She's beautiful too, but she is beautiful. So regal. Nice, both of those. And the Sun. Sun isn't always my favorite card. And Judgment. That's a really nice Judgment card. This is really pretty. This speaks to a lot of rebirth, but this just like very cosmic, isn't it? Very cool. And then the World. This World card also sold me, I think, on this deck. And there's both of them have this same violet purple. Wands. I mean, I'm not saying very cool to Cosmic Seed just because I've already done other walkthroughs of it. And it's all very cool. I don't keep decks that I don't like. They become giveaways. And then you get to get them. Very similar. The red. Love the eye up here. So I was watching an interview with Leilania. Is that her name? Leilania? Sorry, where is the name? Leilania Simone. And this was originally going to be called Tarot of the Cosmic Eye, which is what this is about. And then apparently she was contacted by a company who used that name, and they weren't threatening to sue her or anything. They were just saying, you know, might be confusing for people since we've already established that brand. And she at very last minute had to love this, love these colors like this. Very last minute, before, like days before the launch, she had to change it. So yeah, you see this quality of this. I'm gonna stop poking at it and use something to point with. This quality of this color, it's reflected there, isn't it? And the Empress. I love this Empress. What am I saying? She does look like an Empress, though, doesn't she? But I love this Six of Wands. I love her. It's just the unbridled glee. It's amazing. This, for some reason, she looks like Angelina Jolie to me. The 7. Both nice. One very masculine, one very feminine. And our 8 of Wands. As far as 8 of Wands goes, I like both of these. They're very contrasty in the color palette though, aren't they? The 9. And the 10. You forgive me if I'm a little zoned out while I'm doing this. I did 2 year ahead readings for people this weekend, and I do a whole write-up for them and created a journal, and it's just a lot of work. It took a lot out of me. And in Cosmic Seed, the pages are messengers and the knights are action, and none of the knights have actual figures in them. And a lot of the same color palette there. Oh, these 2 women give me the same vibe. Very proud, very confident, very strong. So nurturer instead of queen, and then mastery instead of king. Like this king, hello, salamander. Just on the king. And then the cups. Oh, swords. Let's switch that out. Okay, both of these are very cool. Really very different. This is much more traditional. I love the pastel-y tones. I love the flowers down there in the water. I love how alive this one is though. And the 2. Yeah, so we don't get our traditional in either of these. I like that she is loving herself. And this also is the same figure, so you would get that same quality of, a reflection. And then the 3. I love that they have cups on their heads. That cracks me up. And I love these girls. Yeah, I'm very happy I got this. Oh, those. First off, I'm just struck with all this purple and the trees, and just these give me the same vibe. Both of them. The 5. Definitely, this speaks to sadness, and this speaks to some sort of a bloody battle. It's a different vibe. And then the 6. Oh, how sweet is that? This is very cool. Definitely a little bit of a different twist on it, right? And then the 7. Both very cool. Got some unusual stuff coming out of those cups up there. These are quite unusual too, I think. So, love how the hands are coming out of the depths of the water. Always, the 7 of Cups always feels like a super airy card to me. But I liked that neither of these felt as airy. This is more airy than this, but there's a lot of water, which I appreciate. The 8. So this, you can do some path working with this one because you know there's no human, and you can envision yourself walking up there, walking towards that planet. And you know, you can, I mean, you can do that with any deck, but here you've got a person there, so it's, you know, it's for, at least for me, it's a little different as far as, you know, placing myself in the card if there is someone in the card. It's what I really like spacious for. And the 9, it's very interesting. So this is much more traditional. This is much less traditional. And the 10. We have our rainbow here. And this, I think, I really like this card. It's one of the cards that also sold me on the deck. I mean, it is traditional, I don't care, but I like it. And I like this. Okay. Okay, so the page, so we have male presenting and very female. And they both have, the cups are very similar. This goldfish could almost be the same goldfish, right? Very cool. Very cool. And then the action of cups is a boat, but again, no human figure. And the queen, or the nurturer. And I like that in this, the nurturer is more male appearing. Men can be nurturing. And really like this, the offering up. And then the king. And we have a female, feminine energy. And we have, there's those tentacles from the ace. Let's find the ace. There they are. I like this one too. Yes, I like both of these. They are similar enough, yet different enough. This has a little bit more of a dreamlike quality, right? With all the kind of out of focus elements in it. Much more traditional there. Definitely a different color palette. Very struck by this red. And the eclipse appears to be, or is it a crescent moon? Feels like an eclipse to me. And the 3 of Swords. Neither of them are a heart that's getting stabbed. Meredith, are you watching? And the 4. So again, there is no human figure in this one, so you could, you know, I can more easily place myself in that card. And it is, you know, somewhere I could imagine myself laying down to rest. I don't know that laying down to rest in a crypt would be my choice. These feel very similar, like the way they're facing off. Oh, got those in reverse. There we go. Okay, so we have one in here sailing more towards us. And this is definitely sailing away from us. A lot of orange in both of them. She's sailing towards the rainbow of the 10 of Cups. Definitely get the feeling of a battle here. This one feels very much more very cloak and dagger kind of. Because there's a cloak and there's a dagger. Way to be literal, Sharon. And then both of these are hunched over figures. Rather than standing up and being blindfolded and tied up, they're just hunched over, like they can't see the way out, they've just given up. All you have to do is look up and see Although, you know, at least you're on the ground here. And the 9. Interesting. I'm going to look at this one closer. Just get like blood dripping down here, and it's hard to make out this guy's face. This one definitely is a little bit more traditional in the anxiety. This one, I gotta think about that one. And then the 10. Definitely get a feeling of a Marseille style here. Definitely RWS here. There is a lot of cards in the Cosmic Seed that give me sort of Marseille vibes. The Knight. Wrong order. The Page. And then the Knight. I like her. She reminds me of Kate Hudson. Queen. Butterflies are cool. And the King. Okay, and then the Pentacles. And the 2. Like, very masculine, very feminine. Contrast. It's very nice, very traditional, much more modern take on it. And then the 4, I like both those. And then the 5. So again, very much more traditional to RWS. This is cool that it's a statue. I like that. And the 6. Really like this card. I like the sort of blurry effect. Like that sort of blurry effect. A lot of pink. 7. And the 8 is working hard. And like that this has been, you know, turned on its head where it's not such a physical activity. You know, it's sewing and doing kind of everyday, it's just the stuff we do every day. I like this buttons, I like that. I sew. I used to sew a lot when my kids were young. Until they were too old and wouldn't wear clothes I made. I like both of those. I like that she's looking at us. I like that she's looking up at her owl. And the 10. I like that it's an elephant family. I like that. Look at all that orange and the pink they're all wearing. Oops. And then the Page. Very dark green though. They were not entirely dissimilar. And then the Knight, the female, like that. And then the Nurturer again is a male, which I like. I like her. It's a beautiful dress. A little bunny. And then Mastery or the King. And it's a female, so I want... Okay, so thanks for watching. Stick around for the giveaway and take care of yourself. Remember to like and subscribe. Click on the bell. Take care of yourself and have a great day. Bye. And this is the giveaway video for November through December of 2022. And I'm not giving all of this away at once. Don't get excited. This is a pick your deck giveaway. In the future, all of these will still be given away unless... Okay, so the first deck is the Margaret Peterson, and this is the, well, it was the gray bordered version. I trimmed it, and I am giving it away, but just because I have two versions. I got the burgundy colored, you know, the 25th anniversary one. So it has the booklet, and they are trimmed, and I kind of edged them multicolor. And you can look at other walkthroughs of this deck. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But that is what you would be getting if you chose the Margaret Peterson and you won. And the next deck is the Enchanted Tarot. This is the mini edition. Wasn't sure if I was really going to want this deck or not, so I saw that there was a mini copy. I got it, and it just, it's not for me. And it comes with a little guidebook. So that's that, and you can see, do I have any cards nearby? I don't. Anyway, it's a mini, and if you want to see a full walkthrough of this deck to decide if this is what you're interested in, they are available all over the tarot tubes. So that would be the mini edition of the Enchanted Tarot. And the next one is a deck in a tin. It's the Wonderland Tarot. So it's, again, it's a mini deck. And I'm a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. And as I was searching for Alice in Wonderland decks before I was aware of Baba Studios or Dame Darcy, I got this, and I just don't need multiple ones. And I just don't use minis that much. A couple mini decks I use, but I don't. So it has a little booklet, and they are kind of like playing cards. You know, they have the number and the suit on them, but it is a full tarot. And I'm sure there are plenty of walkthroughs on this deck as well. So we won't spend a ton of time on that. And so, yeah, this just isn't my aesthetic. As much as I love Alice in Wonderland, this deck is not my aesthetic. And the next one is the Dreaming Way. I had gone back and forth on this one a lot and didn't think it was going to be my aesthetic, and then I kept seeing pictures of it on Instagram and such, and they all look so pretty, and I thought, well, maybe I'll give it a go. And it has its own little, it's a US Games deck, and a little bit thinner than, I think Tour of the Abyss is also US Games, a little thicker. And I was right the first time. This isn't for me. Maybe this is for you. And once again, there are plenty of walkthroughs on the interwebs. So that will be the Dreaming Way. And the last tarot before we get to the oracles is one that I got, I was very impulsive by, and it is a Spanish deck, and it's very handmade in the vein of the way Carol Herzer makes her laminated, only it's much thinner. And you probably won't see any walkthroughs of this deck. It's Tarot Arte de Luna Ribas. So I'm going to give you a quick, I'm not going to look at all the cards. It's, maybe this is for you. It is not for me. Far be it from me to say what other people will like. I'm often wrong. So that is that. It's a little bit of inconsistency in the lamination, I think, and the shades on the backs of the cards. Okay, so we have an oracle. It's a beautiful oracle, just more woo than I am. If I'm going to be 100% if I'm going to be 100% honest. They are big cards. It has a guidebook without pictures. And it's very pretty. It's it reminds me a little bit of Margaret Peterson in that the art style feels a little, I don't know if inconsistent is the right word. Like maybe it's evolved throughout, or exploring different styles, or what I mean. Some of the cards I love a lot, and some of them I'm just like, they don't work for me. So that is, I'm sure there's walkthroughs of this all over also. So that is the Spiral Oracle. And the last oracle is the Magical Menagerie. It has a nice big guidebook. It is, there's some spreads in it. It's cool. I have a lot of oracles, more oracles than I use. I don't know that I've ever even seen a video on this one. I think I found it on Amazon. And so it has keywords on it. So it has the name, and then some keywords and some elements. Actually, not keywords. Just what elements it associates with, I guess. Honestly, I've never used this. And I have I have so many animal decks. And this has some magical, mythical creatures in it as well. It's a nice little deck. It's just, I have so many. I just can't possibly, I can't possibly use them all in any realistic amount of time. So that is the Magical Menagerie Oracle. So, how do you enter? Well, you just comment on a video that you watch between November and December. I think this will probably close around December 15th of 2022. And comment in it, Yule2022, and the name of the deck that you are interested in winning. So those rules seem pretty easy. If they're not, comment. Okay, well, thank you and good luck.